Hello Sagittarius, let's do some Sagittarius Tarot. New Moon Tarot really for the sign of Sagittarius. For the new moon in Taurus, which is coming up on the 4th of May 2019. May the 4th be with you. It looks like a forceful one in its way actually. Lots of things not exactly coming to a conclusion, but wild kind of out there plans are being consolidated as we go forward into this period. The new moon in Taurus is a very grounded time, and we tend to think, well, where's the fun in being grounded? And the bottom line is, the more grounded we are, the more we can do that's kind of exciting, that's kind of fun. Certainly in spiritual terms, that is really important. So 3 cards, please, for the sign of Sagittarius for the new moon in Taurus on May the 4th. And here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, we've got significator as well. Significator has come out. Okay, right. Now then, Saggy. And I'm a Saggy myself, so I can really understand where this one's going, actually. The 10 of Swords. In Alice in Wonderland, what we've really got here is Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And, if something's an egg and it falls off a wall, it's going to break. There's a certain inevitability about this, Sagittarius. But this, generally speaking, has happened, or should have. It's not something that's about to come and get you. This is about something that is actually past. We can see the sun rising over the top there, or is it setting? Who knows? But there's, albeit at night, in this vision, there is actually a clear sky up there. Maybe it's even stormy, but there is a clear sky. Everything has a silver lining, and that's such an easy thing to say, Sagittarius. But let's take a look at the significator here. This is another 10. This is the 10 of Wands. Everything here is minor arcana, actually. So we're not looking at really massive kind of sweeping things actually happening, but sweeping changes in the background that make things more likely to happen. So we've got the 10 of Wands here. This guinea pig, I believe he's supposed to be helping to get rid of Alice out of the White Rabbit's house, or is it the March? I can't remember. One of those bunny rabbit looking things anyway, where Alice is stuck and he's trying to get her out. Projects, keeping things rational is so important when you're actually out there trying to make the most of things in the world. And when we get into the Wands here, this often has a lot to do with occupation, but projects as well, the special side of occupations. And this new moon is a really good time to get lined up to be doing what you love. Okay, that sounds a very out there thing, doesn't it? Doing what you love. We can't all just kind of get the job of our dreams and do that. But what we can do is move ourselves towards it slowly, Sagittarius, over time. Or maybe quickly, but it's sort of in the hands of fate, really. This is a bit like when I would say to my young daughter, get a job, even if it's not a very good job and doesn't pay very well. Once you're in that sort of situation and you start applying for more jobs, you're more likely to get one because you're already working, which is so important for a young person. And this is it, Sagittarius. Whatever you're doing is going to need you to keep on doing it, because there's a definite need for vigilance here. We've really got a project going on, and things as they stand aren't brilliant, are they? Let's face it. So it is time for taking things seriously and tackling things, tackling problems. Because basically they come up whether we like it or not. But I do feel that most of the anxiety around this has already passed. It feels like we've had the long dark night of the soul, and the 10 of Swords is where we start coming out of it. Okay, because there is a fantastic sunrise there. That's the sun rising on things getting better, or you could say it's a sunset on things getting worse, So it's improvement, whichever way you look at it. Swords, it's quite a suit, isn't it, really? Many kind of quite heavy things could happen when swords get involved. But when we actually get to 10, when there's so many of them, we are actually coming out into the light again. So, Saggy, coming back out into the light. This is looking great, but hard work. Hard work is needed, and rationalisation as well. Is the work you're doing making you happy? That is so important. It really is, Saggy. Okay, so the middle card of this spread now, and we've got the Mad Hatter again, and it's the 2 of Pentacles. Now, this is a situation that's just about under control, okay? So this is really what we want to see after this, isn't it? The Ten of Swords. Things kind of have fallen apart. Now they're coming back together. This is the heart of the matter. This is where we are now, Sagittarius, okay? The energy is fluid. The meanings can differ between one Saggy and another, but I am sure when we get this card that this is the situation, the heart of things as they are now. It's the Mad Hatter. He's stuck in time, you know. It's always 6 o'clock with the Mad Hatter. He can't change that. And this is it, you know, in this world of ours, we can't change what we can't change. And it's all relative differently depending on who we are. But we have definitely got a situation here where he hasn't quite got his hands on the pentacles here. And the pentacles actually look a bit like watches playing into that thing of trying to control time. So this isn't necessarily any project in particular, any specific thing, but this is what's happening to you, Saggy. Only you would know what this specifically means to you. But when this card comes up, things are kind of, you know, they're improving. They're more or less in balance. You know, he seems to have lost control of it a bit, but everything's close round and things are coming back together. That's what happens when we see this. And back to the significator card here, the guinea pig. Okay. He looks a hard-working guinea pig, and he looks as if he's got a lot more work to do. But he's bringing good things, and this looks like projects and things, and you know, things you put your effort into, things you put your will into, growing and improving and becoming more powerful. So really positive in that sense. We're hanging on, and we are actually looking at good things to come. So great. And speaking of good things to come, card number 3, the Queen of Wands. Here she is. Now, she doesn't take any nonsense from anyone. She's a bit crazy, actually, in the Wonderland stories. And I'm using Tarot in Wonderland, or Wonderland in Tarot, as my book calls it, which is all a bit kind of topsy-turvy and strange and different and weird and rather wonderful. I'm enjoying this deck. Okay, but Queen of Wands, right? This is someone who's going to be around, who's going to be able to help in some way, okay? It's either a female or it's the feminine energy, the esoteric. Could even mean spirit guides around you, Sagittarius. It really is very fluid as to exactly who this is and exactly what this means. But you'll know when she turns up, the Queen of Wands. And she has great spiritual vision, because we can see the cat here. But she does have a way of cutting people's heads off for no good reason and that kind of thing, because she's also the Queen of Hearts. But that's Wonderland for you, okay? There is a blue sky there, and there is a bit of a halo around her throne. So she can help you to go forward, as crazy as she may seem, as disjointed from things as she may seem. Right, guys, just before we do some more cards, I'm on a drive for more subscribers, please. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers for YouTube to let me go live from my mobile device, which is what I'm using now. I've tried going through my my laptop and a desktop computer. There just isn't enough bandwidth to do that. But it usually works on my mobile, so I need 1,000 subscribers now to be allowed to do that. We did it in February, we did it in March, guys, and it was great. We all sort of met up and people were getting to know each other. Lots of healing, and I was able to do mediumship, see, because I'm a spiritualist medium. But I can't kind of give you a direct message for you absolutely personally, unless there's some kind of conversation going on, even if it's emails. Really quite tricky thing, but there we are. I'm really looking for those subscribers, guys. And this month, at the end of May, I'm going to give this away. It is an 18-inch sodalite chip necklace with some glass beads, silver lobster clasp there, and some Tibetan silver bling on it. And this really is very raw sodalite. It comes in a range of colours, all within the sodalite spectrum. It's all the real deal, okay? So to have a chance of that, please subscribe. Get subscribing now. Tap the bell. Make sure that you get all the notifications and don't miss anything. Okay, folks. Right, back to the reading. Here we go. And what I'm going to do now is go into Kyle Gray, Keepers of the Light here. And we're going to have an oracle card for a bit more clarity, okay? Some more clarity for Sagittarius around the new moon on the 4th of May, 2019, please. That is, please, more clarity. Oh, it's fallen out. It's fallen out. We've got it ready. And it's great. It's Green Tara, okay. And Green Tara is all about protection. She is saying supreme protection. I'm a Sagittarius and I've been getting this card quite a lot just lately. So I guess that's more because I'm a Sagittarius than because I'm me. But this will mean something to you guys, Saggy, okay? She is absolutely beautiful, is this lady, isn't she? And this whole vision makes me think of the beautiful feelings that can come into our ordinary human lives when we're willing to make the spiritual journey, which actually all is tied up with the journey we make through this life as well. Things that go on in this world are all, you know, as above, so below. They're all part of what goes on throughout our lives, throughout all the incarnations we have. So the spiritual side of things is palpable, even if it's something like filling in a form. Okay, Sagittarius. This new moon in Taurus is very grounded energy, very grounded indeed. So it allows us to fly in green Taurus as we can, and we'll be safe because you are protected, cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. And that is such a good message for this reading, okay? Because we've had this going on. It hasn't been pleasant, but cords have been cut and are still being cut as we go through this. This is a process for the next couple of weeks, guys. The effects of a new moon are said to go on for 2 weeks until the next one. Nearly in balance there, and then someone to show us the way, and she's going to be pretty good, she is as well. So go with the flow, guys. Know that you're safe, know that you're protected, because we always are. Why not call on Archangel Michael? I haven't pulled his card, which is in this deck actually, but I just got this feeling about Archangel Michael there. Right, so there's something else I want to come to in this is that there seems to be a lot of thought, there seems to be a lot of thinking involved, and this will depend who you are, Saggy, but there does seem to be a great deal going on in people's minds at the moment as I look at this. The thing to remember, guys, is the heart mind, and to keep going with the heart. That is a theme that's sort of vaguely in the background there, and it's really coming out into the foreground now, particularly as I look at the significator card here, because this really is all about projects and, you know, giving genuine effort into projects, okay? But remember the heart, because it's also good to be on the road to doing what you love. The reason you love doing whatever that is that, in my opinion, is that that's what God made you to do. So keep trying to move towards what makes you happy, okay? Because spiritual practices, the angels are, they're wonderful, you know? Nature is fantastic. So much is given to us. But it's a bit like electricity, you know, it's there in the wires, but you've got to flick the switch to make the light come on. And that is what the effort that's going on at the moment is all about, really, Saggy. Okay, so I'm going to give you that with my love and the love of my spirit guides. Please subscribe, guys. It's going to be great if we can actually get on live and start doing those one-to-one live readings on the chat again, because that just worked. It just worked. It was great. Meanwhile, though, I will be back with more and more readings, because that's what we do. And leave me a comment if you like. YouTube aren't showing me any comments for the last week and a half, but no doubt one day it'll sort out and then I can read them. So please do. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I'll say it again. Please subscribe, guys. Have a fantastic time of it. Peace, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.